Hello everybody, hey, it's Robert at Rob's TV World with another desk accessories, jewelry, and Greek mythology episode here. Please speed up your video if I speak a little too slow for you. I've been waiting 2 months to get this. It finally came in earlier in the week and I ordered this. It came from Spain. I guess it got shipped back and then they reshipped it to me, and it took 2 months, and I got it off at Etsy. And this is another statue that I'm going to be putting at my desk, but got to be careful, of course, because they're kind of in the nudes here. And this is, I don't know, let's see. There's about a smartphone right there. So, however long that is. So, anyways, as I've talked about before, I'm big into Greek mythology and Athena. Wearing my Athena ring here, which I'll get to. But anyways, this is a scene of Perseus. All you folks would know him from Clash of the Titans. Son of Zeus, demigod, had a mortal mother, and Athena and Hermes and them helped him to kill Medusa. So anyways, this is a ancient classical reproduction of this sculpture of Perseus. Was able to sneak up on Medusa with the help of the gods, and using the shield from Athena to be able to look at her without looking her directly in the eyes to turn to stone. And as you can see here, he's got the winged sandals from Hermes, and I believe this sword here, I don't know if it's Hephaestus or Zeus, but like I showed you on that cup, it has a sword on the side of it, the Medusa cup. So of course these are in the nude. So I hope I don't get in trouble at work with this one. But anyways, pretty cool. Not quite sure, it's some kind of, I don't know, like marble dust casting or something like that. It doesn't quite feel, as you can see the chip here, doesn't quite feel like the 3D printed thing like the Medusa that I showed you last time. Sorry, I haven't been posting videos. I got really sick for a couple weeks there and just didn't have the energy. So anyways, I believe this cost me a little over $100. It's got Medusa there, and Medusa got turned into a gorgon by Athena because she was a priestess in Athena's temple on the Parthenon, and she was a virgin, and Poseidon and all these other men wanted her because she was beautiful and supposed to have beautiful hair. That's why they were turned into snakes. But anyways, Poseidon being mad at Athena for Athens choosing her as their god, patron god, he went in there and raped her, and of course she got pregnant with snakes and Pegasus, and then Athena turned her into Medusa. So it's debatable whether or not she did it out of spite or anger, or in my opinion, when you look at a lot of the stories, Poseidon does some stuff to get back at Athena, and then she'll do stuff like ultimately turn her into a gorgon, so no man will desire her like they did before, even though it does seem kind of a, you know, vengeful or whatever. But ultimately she knows the future, and that Perseus, she'll be helping Zeus because that's Zeus's son, and she's of course his half brother, and that by getting her head, she'll be released from whatever torment it is being a gorgon. I'm sure the real Medusa's gone by then, and ultimately she can have him use her head to destroy Poseidon's kraken and get back at him, and then ultimately have her head to wear on her Aegis or her shield to cause more fear into people because she always wins. So anyways, it could be, if you look at a lot of these stories, that just kind of, it's like this back and forth between them, because she really can't do anything that he's a higher god. But anyway, so yeah, I got this from Spain. Pretty detailed, pretty cool. Doesn't feel flimsy like some of those bronze powdered ones or whatever. But there we got Perseus, if you want to take a look at that. And so this will be going on my desk, and that's why I wanted to show this to you, because I've been sitting on it for over a week and just haven't done any videos. So there's the details. Pretty detailed, pretty good. And yeah, I love the story and anything that has to do with Athena, and this is one of the major stories. Alright, so I'm going to set that aside, and as I showed you before, huge fan of Athena. Bought this ring about 15 years ago. It's kind of dulled out and everything, but I still like it. It's a picture of her, one of the coins, and I'll put it on this way so you guys can see it. And I already showed you the Minerva, the Latin version of Athena from Rome, and that is a ink blotter from the 1800s. So I know I showed that before, but I'm going to show you a few other things. I did bring the other cup pottery of Athena that I told you I have at work, that I used to hold pens and pencils. And I bought this off eBay about 6-7 months ago, and there was a spot on here that came, there were some little bumps on here, so I tried to wipe it out, and then I ended up wiping a spot clean off the side of these, so they are kind of water soluble, the paint. So I just put some I went through a whole thing to try to get some brown shoe polish because I couldn't find mine. And then I ordered some because there's a Lincoln shoe polish company right up the street, and made in Sunnyvale, right on the other side of the road from me. And so I ordered it, but it came all the way from Massachusetts, so that was a real pain. But I ended up touching it up with that, and you can't even tell. It's got this little design on the back. I think I paid like $7 or $8 for this off of eBay, and it's good for holding, I wouldn't use it for liquid, but it is good for holding like your pens and pencils and stuff extra at work. So why am I showing you this stuff? This kind of stuff I keep at work, along with that bust and other things, because I'm huge into Greek mythology, and especially Athena, as I spoke about before. And just showing you the kind of stuff that I dig. Ahona. So since we're on this subject, I'm going to show you a few other things I forgot that I did get. So, once again, also, I do have this pendant that I wear. So let's adjust this camera. And that is, of course, similar to this. It's based a reproduction of the Greek coin, drachma, I believe. And there's her little owl on there with some Greek keys going around there. And the Athena coin. So I wear that often. And I got a few other things that I did have that I forgot about. So let me get these out real quick for you. Now this one I ordered because I thought, oh, it looks cool, and I got it on Etsy. But when I got it, it turned out to be super small. So it's another Athena ring. It's more of a like sculpture style. Let's see if we can get this to focus. Bear with me a second here, folks. There we go. So that is her, kind of like a frieze, but it is a little too feminine looking for me. It feels more like a woman, even though it's the right size. It kind of feels more like a female ring to me, or something like that. I thought it was going to be a lot bigger, like maybe this, then it would seem better. It's still a cool ring. I'm glad to have it. I wish I didn't buy it though, but it's cool because it's totally different. And let's see if we get a close up here. So there you can see her. Alright, put that aside. And then I bought this because it was supposed to be bronze, but it was, which I guess it is, but the pictures made them look very more dull and faded. So this is just way too shiny for me. And this is similar. It is a pendant of the side of her face with her helmet and everything. But as you can see, it's too gold and shiny. I'm not a big fan of gold. Like wearing gold at least. But I guess I can buy some silver powder or whatever. Clean this off really good. And then you put that stuff on there. It'll silver that up. It'll transfer some ions or something to create that. It's cool pendant. So let's see if we compare the size real quick. As you can see, my voice is pretty beat. So let's focus this. So there you go. That's about the size of it. But I just don't have a chain that works with this. I don't particularly like wearing gold, and so I'm gonna have to change that at some point in time when I get a chance. But it's super cool. It's pretty neat. So there's those Athena things. Really quick, I'll show you some fidget spinners in the future, but I did get this owl fidget spinner because, of course, Athena's in, got the owl. This one isn't a great fidget spinner, and it's got this little zippity doodah thing here, and it just kind of boings. But it's just cool. I like having that at my desk, and if I ever feel like messing around, you can play with that. So got that off of Amazon, and then I was kind of cool, like some of the Greek symbols are like octopuses and stuff like that, and also like Spectre from James Bond. So I got this little pill bottle, or snuff box is what I like to call it, and it's bronzed, so I thought that was super cool. I brought this home from work, keep some pills and stuff in there. It's kind of got the, it's got a little mirror too. Put your pills in there, aspirin if you feel like you're gonna have a heart attack or something. And then I got this one because I thought it looked super cool. Is this kind of like the Kraken? I think it was originally supposed to be like an octopus. So same thing, snuff bottle, pill bottle. Oops, there goes some pills. And pretty shiny stuff there. Let me pause you for a second. Alright, thanks. I'm back. See, so it holds a bunch of pills, like little baby aspirins and stuff like that. It's got a mirrored inside. It's just, I think it might be a mirror. Yeah. So I just thought it looked pretty cool. I got some other stuff that was pretty cool like this. And so that is that for the Athena stuff. So mostly guys wanted to show you these. And the Perseus and Medusa. So pretty cool stuff. It'll look good at my desk. Hope nobody complains, and I'll have to take it home. And so there you go. I hope you enjoy these kind of things on Etsy and Amazon. Pretty good place to get this kind of stuff. Otherwise, like these rings and stuff, you'll actually have to find a actual website. So it's just easier to shop through them. You can find this kind of stuff. And cool beans. So alright, I hope you enjoy that, and I have to do a video on my Timex Atelier coming up. Alright everybody, thanks for checking it out. Bye.